And let's get it, people. Let's get it. Week 15 on the way. Fantasy football playoffs. Playoffs? Maybe not even playoffs. Some people probably don't have playoffs this week. Mooney or Hollywood Brown, I would go with Hollywood. I have Stafford and Cup. I need a flex. Sanders or OBJ? I'd go OBJ. Do I start Jerry Jeudy or Crowder? Jerry Jeudy. Judy. Yo, what up? We here early, baby, and my running back situation is terrible. Let's get it. What's up, Steven? What's up, brothers and sisters? All right, pick 2. I have Jeff Wilson, Devontae Freeman, Javonte Williams, Rashaad Penny, and the Titans running back Freeman. I'm absolutely playing Javonte Williams. And then, honestly, I'm going with Rashaad Penny. Good morning. Yo, what's good? Good morning. Good morning. AJ Green or Jeff Wilson? AJ Green, Brandon Cooks or Melvin Gordon? I would go with, I gotta look this up real quick. I'm going with Brandon Cooks. Davis Mills is still starting, right? I gotta check this out real quick. I did not look at that. Yeah, I believe, I haven't seen anything on Tyrod. He's not playing this week, right? Or they're just sticking with Davis Mills? I think they're sticking with Davis Mills. I could be wrong about this, though. Why does my face look so bright, dude? My face looks so bright. I can't believe the gain. All right, I think that should be better. All right. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel. Yo, what's up? What's up? We got Osborne, Gage, or Freeman for my flex half-point PPR. I'm going with, let me double check this as well. I'm going with Freeman. Give me Freeman. What's up? What's up, William? How you doing, my guy? David Montgomery or Hunter Renfro? I'm going with David Montgomery. Najee and Kamara or Montgomery and Gibson? Pick 2. Like, which ones? I would definitely want the Najee and Kamara side. Najee and Kamara. Pick 1. Aiyuk, Higgins, Van Jefferson. Pick one of those guys. Wow, that's... I would go with Higgins there. One's got to go. DJ Moore, Zeke, Jacobs, OBJ. Listen, I hate to really say this, but I'm sitting Zeke out of those. They've already said that in last week Zeke was nowhere near 100%. Now you have Tony Pollard coming back. They said that they're going to have a 3-back rotation. So I hate sitting my studs, but Zeke is just nowhere near healthy right now. Nowhere near healthy. He should have been sat a couple weeks ago. CD or Devontae, I would go with, or Deontay. Give me Deontay Johnson, baby. Let's go, Pittsburgh Steelers. Zeke or James Conner? James Conner. Cordell Patterson or Javonte Williams? I would, as long as it's PPR, I would go with Cordell. James Conner or T. Higgins? James Conner. Who's winning this week? Me or this dude named Bye? Bye week's winning, baby. Let's get it. In a couple of my leagues, I have a bye week, so it's beautiful. Because this is a terrible week. I'm not gonna lie. This is, and with these here, I want to say this real quick to everybody. Okay, here's a piece of advice that you need to do. If you have guys playing on Monday night, okay, it depends on your league settings. Some leagues are different, but if you have guys playing on Monday night and Tuesday night, all right, what you need to be doing is, number 1, if you have guys that are in your running back or wide receiver spot that are playing in those Monday night, Tuesday night games, move them to your flex. Move them to your flex in case they are ruled out. You have more options rather than just being pigeonholed at the running back position where you got to insert a running back. So number 1, move those guys to the flex in case one of them gets COVID or something like that. Number 2, leave an empty bench spot this week on your roster. Cut your lowest player. Have a bench spot available. That way, some leagues don't allow you to cut people after they've already been played. So have a spot available. That way you can pick somebody up in case somebody is ruled out. All right. Last thing I would do is if you have a quarterback that's playing on Monday, Tuesday, I would pick up a backup quarterback. Pick up the backup quarterback just in case that quarterback gets ruled out with COVID. Those are my few pieces of advice for this weekend. It's a brutal weekend, guys. This is a terrible weekend. Also, if you're over on TikTok, come on over. Get your questions answered over on YouTube. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. All right, so let me go up and answer some of these members' questions. Hey, what's up, Tyler? Yo, what's up, Clay? How you been doing? I'm good. How are you doing? We got Sterling Shepard, St. Brown, Bateman, pick 2. I'm going with Sterling Shepard, and if it's full point PPR, I would go with Rashaad Bateman. Gronk or Andrews? Gronk. Always Gronk. DJ Moore, Aiyuk, Higgins, AJ Green, pick 2. I would go with Higgins, and I would go with... I'm still going with DJ Moore. It's really close between, honestly, Aiyuk, though. It is really close. Gibson, Gaskin, Mooney, pick 2. Gibson and Gaskin. What was that one? Got a lead with Kelsey. Risk Hurts on Tuesday or start Hill today? I'd probably just play Hill, to be honest with you. I would just play Hill. Because I don't think it's that big of a difference between Hill and Hurts. Hill or Fields with Lamar hurt. Also, have Hollywood and Renfro starting with McLaurin, Mooney on the bench. Who would you play? Parker on waivers. Would you pick him up and play him? So I would play... I would fire up McLaurin personally over Mooney. And then I would do... No, you have Hollywood and Renfro. No, I would start those two guys. That's fine. And then Hill or Fields. I would go with Hill. Cody. I need to know if I'm crazy for starting Amon-Ra over DK this week. He's beats him in targets by a mile lately, and DK's been struggling. I'm still going with DK personally. But hey, remember, at the end of the day, it's your lineup. You make the final decision. Personally, I'm going with DK. I just can't sit him. But you do you. If you feel it, then you go for it. I wouldn't do it, but Freeman, Aiyuk, or OBJ? I would go with OBJ. AJ Green or Marquise Brown? Marquise Brown. Pick 2: Devontae Parker, Brandon Cooks, Russell Gage, Van Jefferson, DJ Moore. Actually, I'm going with AJ Green. I like AJ Green. Because is Lamar, is he officially out? We're going to probably know here shortly, right? What time is that game at? NFL schedule. Do I have Sportsbook picked up? Yeah, I do. That game's at 4. Dang it. So we won't know. But it looks like he's likely going to be out. No, I'm going with AJ Green over Marquise Brown. Pick 2. We got Gibson, Lamb, or Deontay full point PPR. I'm going Lamb and Deontay in full point. Freeman, Aiyuk, or OBJ? OBJ. Foreman or Van Jefferson flex. I'm going with Van Jefferson. No, I'm going with Foreman because OBJ is now playing. So I'm going with Foreman. Yo, Tyler. Yo, what's up, MK? How you doing? Michael Carter, Devontae Foreman, Chuba Hubbard, or Sony? Pick 2. Is Daryl Henderson, did he clear? Rams activate. Okay, so Daryl Henderson's good, right? I'm pretty sure he's fine. He got activated, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they activated him. So I wouldn't be playing Sony Michel. What were the other ones? So Devontae Foreman, I would go with Michael Carter, Devontae Foreman there. How's this looking? Starter: Stafford, Chubb, Cordell Patterson, Mike Evans, Renfro, Ertz, DK, bench Prescott, Mari Cooper. Yeah, I like that, AJO. I like it. That looks good. I have to start Jacobs and Chubb tomorrow. Should I sub one out for Patterson? I would personally. I would sub out Jacobs for Patterson. Personally. As long as it's PPR, Steven. Start 2, DJ Moore, Chase, Claypool. So that's Jamar Chase. I would go with DJ Moore and Chase. Or Jamar Chase. Allen or Brady. Then Pitts. I would go with Allen. And then Pitt or Gesicki. I would go with Gesicki. Gaskin or Higgins. Higgins. And real quick, if you haven't already, do me a big favor. If you're over on YouTube, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel, come on over, get your questions answered. And if you're over on YouTube and you want your questions answered 100% of the time, type in !membership. A link will pop up. Click on the link to sign up. Appreciate the help, man. You're the best. No, you're the best. All right, MK, we got pick 3. We got McLaurin, Aiyuk, Edmonds, Chuba, Kirk, St. Brown, Penny, or OBJ. This is for the playoffs. The playoffs, I would go with OBJ. I'm going with Chase Edmonds. And honestly, I'm going with Aiyuk. So Aiyuk, Edmonds, OBJ there. MK. Hollywood or Terry? I'm going with Terry. Yeah, Terry. Ertz or Schultz? Schultz. Robinson or Gibson? I'm going with Gibson. Henderson or Penny on Tuesday? I would go with Penny. Or no, I'm going with Henderson. Henderson, definitely. Cordell Patterson or Javonte Williams? I'm going with Javonte. So you trust Penny to start over Jeff Wilson, Devontae Freeman? I do. This is okay. So I made a video like weeks back about Rashaad Penny, about him being like, you need to pick this person up. And the reason being is he was drafted in the first round. He has the draft capital. At that time, I did not think Chris Carson was going to play again for the season. I thought he was going to be out. Alex Collins is a plotter. They don't have any other backs. We've seen it with Rashaad Penny in the past. He's explosive. He has explosive traits in him. And this team does not want to be wrong about the draft pick, all right? They don't want to be wrong. They're going to give him every single chance to be the guy. This is a much tougher matchup than last week, but he's going to get the chance. Now, could he go out there and pull his hammy the first series? That could definitely happen. But they're going to give him the chance. I believe he's going to be the featured back on, is that Monday night or Tuesday? That's Monday. The Philly game's Tuesday, right? Yeah. All right. Real quick, I'm going to get to these other members, but first I want to do the donation. $5 donation from Brett. Yo, what's up, Brett? Thank you very much. Do I start James Conner even though Edmonds is back and they're going to be splitting carries, plus he has an ankle injury? Or do I start Brandon Aiyuk? So I do think it's really close, but I do think that James Conner is going to be okay, even though that he's going to be splitting the load with Chase Edmonds. But still, like, I envision this team really beating up on Detroit and being in plenty of opportunities for James Conner to get some plunge it in from in close. So me personally, I would go with James Conner, but it is close there. Oscar, yo, please pick one RB and one flex. We got Patterson, Jamar Chase, Zeke, Foreman, or Aiyuk. Also, Freiermuth or Ertz. I would go with Ertz, Patterson, Jamar. Ertz, Patterson, Jamar, Oscar. Greetings. Yo, what's up, Megan? Have to first thank you here for helping me with my division, the #1 seed in a bye. You're the one. Also, the answer was Julio/Mooney. LOL. Yeah, neither one of them were very good, Megan. From what I remember, right? Did Mooney have one catch last week? I don't even remember what his stat line was, but I saw it towards the end of the game and it was not good. So neither option were very good. But thank you, Megan. Good. Congratulations on the first round bye. My man, happy Sunday. Steelers should beat the Titans. How Tammy Hill scoring today? I don't know. Let's hope the Steelers win today. Keep that little sliver of playoff hope alive. Come on, people. We can get it. Let's see. I'm far behind. My gosh. Yo, what's up, Ryan? How you doing? Julian, regular PPR. We got DK Metcalf, Devontae Parker, AJ Green. Pick 1. Let me see here. I got to look at this real quick. He's not cleared, right? Wait, when is that? That game is on. That game's tomorrow, right? Yeah. I keep these games moving mess me up. I'm going with DK Metcalf. It was only one, right? Yeah, DK Metcalf, Julian. There are 2 games Tuesday, by the way. There's 2 games Tuesday. I thought there was only 1 game Tuesday. Oh, so the Rams game is Tuesday. I thought that game was Monday. Holy shit, I'm so confused now. So there's 2 oh my gosh, this is so confusing. Wow. This week is an absolute mess. This was a terrible week trying to do projections and everything, trying to do my rankings. I was like, holy, I don't even know who's going to be playing. Like this was by far the most difficult week of the season, possibly ever. This was a crazy week of football, of trying to get this all figured out. And I'm still sitting here and I don't even know if some of these guys have actually been activated or not, and there's a chance that they could still be activated. It's just so confusing. It's so confusing. Tyler, I have a game that starts at 2:30, but I have to be at school for my bus at 1, so I missed the game at 1, and maybe wait, so there what? Wait, I have a game that starts at 2:30. Okay, but I have to be at my school for the bus, so I missed the game, the 1 o'clock game, and maybe okay, so you're saying today. It's all good, Ryan. That's why you got Game Pass. Get Game Pass. No Ty Johnson or P. Ryan for the Jets today. You're starting Carter over Monty, Gibson, or J-Rob. Man, no, I wouldn't. I just can't because they're the Jets and they're trash. I would start the other guys and the Jets. Who do they play today again? I forget who they play. The Dolphins. And the Dolphins defense really, as of late, I saw that, I believe that they're on the 5-game winning streak right now. And the Dolphins defense has been allowing 11-point games, or 11 points per game during that 5-game win streak. So do we think the Jets are really going to be any good today? I don't think so. The Jets are trash. Yeah, Lockett might return. DK bad for a minute. This is a wild week. Yes. I mean, I would really like DK if Lockett was going to miss again. And this is what it all comes down to. There's so many this or that's. I would like this person or this person. If this guy, like it, that's just what this week has felt like. It's like, ooh, this or that, maybe this, that. It's just, it's crazy. Doubleheader, Washington football team versus the Eagles and Rams. Oh, this is going to be a great. Just popped on to say hi, go Birds. Good luck to everyone in your fantasy playoffs. Thank you, Megan. Good luck to you as well next week. I'll be hearing from you next week. And thanks for stopping in, as always. Appreciate hearing from you, Megan. I don't know how the Jets fans can still watch the team. It's so depressing. It's bad. Stafford or Prescott? Listen, guys, this is what I'm going to typically do as well, is that if there's going to be games, if you're going to ask questions for guys that are typically on like, you know, like Monday night, Tuesday, and this week has already been so crazy with COVID, what I'm going to typically do is lean towards guys that are playing today, if it's close. So for me, I'm just going to roll with Prescott. I would like to play Stafford, but I'm just going to roll with Prescott. Saquon or Melvin Gordon? Saquon. Let me double check this as well. I got to pull up my running back rankings. Yeah, I'm going Saquon. Bateman or Terry? Terry, Hurts or Fields? See, I'm gonna just roll with Hurts there. So, hey, should I start Anderson, Galladay, Boyd, or Lockett? Oh man, I mean, I would love to start Lockett, but I'm not gonna trust this. These are like the hard questions, right? I'm honestly just gonna roll with Tyler Boyd. I hate to say it. Tyler, yo, what's up? Sorry I'm late. I have basketball practice. CD or Godwin, and Prater or Carlson or Bass. I'm gonna go with Bass, and I'm gonna go with CD or Godwin. CD. Muth or Everett? Muth. Hurts or Fields? Hurts. Melvin Gordon or Aiyuk? Melvin Gordon. Montgomery, Javonte, Gibson, or Jones? Pick one. Only one of those guys? I would say Gibson, right? Let me double check this. No, I have David Montgomery is one spot higher. David Montgomery for me. He's one spot higher than Gibson. David Montgomery or Darrell Henderson? I would go with David Montgomery. Once again, guys, I want to keep saying this because I think it's really important. Maybe you guys think this is really obvious, but For players that are going to be playing on Monday and Tuesday, put those players in your flex. Okay, number one, put those players in your flex. That way you have more options in case they're ruled out. Also, if it's really close, like two guys that are really close, let the deciding factor be guys that are actually playing for today. In case, would it be crazy if these other guys are ruled out with COVID? To me, it would not be. So play the guys that are playing today if it's close. Kyler or Brady? Kyler. And we got a $2 donation from Nico. What's up, Nico? Is it worth to start Craig Reynolds? I would say yes. It just depends on who you're starting him over, though. Like if you don't have really that good of options, then definitely. I think that he's an okay play. Last week he showed that he was the guy. So I think that it's okay. It's Jamal. I don't even know. I got to look this up too. Where is he at? Yeah, he's still on COVID too. So he hasn't even cleared. This is just an insane week, to be completely honest with you. This is nuts. It's nuts. If you win this week, congratulations. Tyler, lineup for this week: Josh Allen, Eckler, Najee, who I'm nervous about, Justin Jefferson. You always say you're nervous about Najee, and he goes out there and he has like 50 fantasy points. Don't be nervous about Najee. He's a bell cow back and sees all the work. Never be nervous. Keenan Allen, Mark Andrews, and Monty playing Mahomes, Patterson, Zeke, Debo. You should win. I don't even need to read the rest. You should win that. Hey, which fantasy matchup are you sweating out this week? You're talking about like a player? I mean, there's definitely a couple. Like I'm looking at Monday night and definitely sweating out a couple of these guys. Like a guy that has me a little worried today is like like James Conner and Chase Edmonds. I won't lie, like a little bit. Like what's the split going to be like? If this team gets out to a big lead, are they going to kind of limit both these guys because they've been limited? That game has me a little concerned, like a tiny bit worried, where I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, should I take the risk and play? And I know I shouldn't, but should I play Rashaad Penny? And I'm like, no, I definitely know I shouldn't, but man, there's so many questions. I'm so far behind. This is nuts. Nico Martin with another $2.79 donation. Reynolds, Miles Sanders, or Van Jefferson? Honestly, I'm going with Miles Sanders. I would go with Miles Sanders there. It's likely going to be a split there. But this is a solid. Actually, you know what? No, I'm still gonna go with him. I'm gonna go with Miles Sanders. It's a good spot for Miles Sanders. I think this team goes back to what they were doing prior. They just keep running the ball a lot. Miles Sanders was featured last time. You're going to get Jordan Howard back, but I still think they're going to go back to the well with Miles Sanders. Just way too good to not do it. Julio or Smith? Smith. I'm assuming that's Devontae Smith. How is it looking? Tua, Eckler, Patterson, Hill, Lamb, Freiermuth, Renfro, Dolphins, Gay. That looks really good, Braden. Taysom or Kyler? Kyler. Lazard, Crowder, Judy, St. Brown. Judy, St. Brown. Hey, bud, happy Sunday. Yo, what's up, Bill? We got Kirk, Osborne, or Gallup. KJ Osborne or Gallup? I would go with Gallup. Zeke or DJ Moore versus the Bills? Boy, I really don't like either one of them. I'm honestly going to go with DJ Moore, though. Nico, all the donations, might as well be a member too. Yeah, once again, quick little plug. If you haven't already, do me a big favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, really appreciate it. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel, come on over, get your questions answered. And if you're over on YouTube right now, you want your questions answered 100% of the time, consider signing up to be a member. All you got to do is type in !membership to sign up. It's as low as $2.99, and you get your questions answered 100% of the time. As you can see, there's guys in chat with a green name tag and a little badge. They're members. They get their questions answered 100% of the time. Higgins, OBJ, AJ Green, Mitchell, Sony Michel, pick one. One, I'm going with Higgins. Just way too hard to sit as well. JT is Offense Player of the Year over Cup. At me. Come at me. Hey, the season's not over yet. Season's not over. We'll see. We'll see. It's looking pretty close, though. It's looking pretty close. Start Henderson, Foreman, or Melvin Gordon. Henderson. Aiyuk or AJ Green. Aiyuk. AJ Green or Chase Edmonds. I would honestly go with Chase. That's so close. I would go with Chase. That's really close. Terry or Gabe Davis, Terry, Devontae Parker or Terry McLaurin. I'm going with, you know, I really want to say Devontae Parker. And you know what? I'm going to go with Devontae Parker. I really like Devontae Parker this week a whole lot. Jacobs, OBJ, or AJ. He's going to be the Julio this week. Last week, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to trust the process. I'm going with Julio. And I started saying Julio a lot. Parker's going to be that guy this week. But I think that I like Parker way more than what I liked Julio last week. I really like Parker this week. Jacobs, OBJ, or AJ Green as flex. I would just roll with Josh Jacobs there. Oh, Penny versus the Rams is a tempting proposition. Remember the bad Rams linebackers? I really want to play Penny. I won't lie. I think the only thing that's holding me back from playing Penny is the first possession. I just know. Tweak that hammy and he's out. It's just, that's typical. That's so typical of Rashaad throughout his career. Gesicki or Schultz? Gesicki. Love Gesicki. Love him every single week. Zeke or AJ Green? I'm still going with Zeke, man. But it is close, I'm telling you. Russell Gage or Aiyuk? Mooney or Van Jefferson? Nico with another $2.79 donation. I'm going with Van Jefferson. Now, I will say, once again, that game's tomorrow night, too. When does Chicago play? That game's tomorrow, right? Yeah, that game's tomorrow night. Yeah, I would go with Van Jefferson. DJ Moore, Bateman, or KJ? DJ Moore. Mark Andrews or Mike Gesicki? Mark Andrews. AJ Green, Chase Edmonds, and KJ Osborne. Pick two. AJ Green and Chase Edmonds. Mixon, Montgomery, or J-Rob. Pick two. J-Rob and Montgomery. Or I got to look that up real quick. That's got to be really close. I might have Montgomery. Yeah, I would go with Montgomery and who was the other one? Mixon? Yeah, Mixon. Is pick two? Yeah. So bench J-Rob. Hurts at QB1 this week? Absolutely. He's a QB1 every week. Seals Jones or Njoku? Seals Jones. I don't think Aiyuk will go off. The Niners will blow out the Falcons. Hey, I mean, once again, you make the final decisions, you do it. Just tuck in, start it. Parker at flex over Elliott. I do like Parker, okay? And I guess somebody did ask this early in the week, or early in the stream. I forget who it was. Maybe it was you, Julian. Biggest sweat, I'm going to change that now to Zeke. Zeke is probably my biggest sweat this week. Even more than James Conner, because Zeke has showed that he's just not healthy whatsoever. And apparently the reports are that it's not like the team doesn't want to sit him out. Zeke doesn't want to sit out. So damn it, Zeke, just sit down and get healthy. Like, what the hell is going on? Stop trying to be a hero. Get healthy. Your team's most likely going to win the division, so just get healthy, my guy. So he's easily my biggest sweat this week because I really don't like Zeke right now because he's so banged up. I love him as a player. He's been super consistent, but this week they've already basically said 3 backs are going to be involved. So I'm really concerned about Zeke this week. Dawson Knox or Gronk every single week. Henderson or Penny. I would go Hendo. Jerry Jeudy, Aiyuk, Gibson. DJ Moore, Amari Cooper, DJ Moore. Actually, Amari Cooper. I have Amari Cooper higher. DAO or Big Ben. Who is the first one? Who is that? Dak? Is that Dak? Dak. Miles Sanders or Claypool? Miles Sanders. Or I'm going Claypool. Zeke afraid he's gonna sit one game and lose his job. Honestly, it seems like it. He needs to just sit. Well, last week was the perfect opportunity to sit because Pollard was out last week too, I'm pretty sure. Van Jefferson, Mooney, Claypool. Van Jefferson, Mooney, Claypool. I would go with Claypool. Knox or Gronk? Gronk. Pick one. AJ Green, Marquise Brown, or Brandon Aiyuk. I would still go with Marquise Brown. Would you rather drop Khalil Herbert or Dearness Johnson? I'd rather drop Dearness Johnson. Aaron Jones or Javonte Williams? Aaron Jones. I started Stevenson. Now I'm pissed. I was watching that game last night. Man, Jonathan Taylor's good. Jonathan Taylor is damn good. He's a stud. I gotta say, he's an absolute. He was so good. Yeah, like Carson Wentz had 12 passing attempts, and the team put up 27 points. My God! But they also had that block punt. Mac Jones did not look that good at times. Stevenson would have been a pretty solid play though, with Damian Harris out. So I mean, it wasn't a bad play. Yeah, same. Probably anything to do with Zeke is me asking. Yeah. I'm definitely sweating Zeke this week. I won't lie. I'm definitely sweating Zeke this week. Jerry Jeudy or Thielen. I also have Osborne in case Thielen doesn't play, or St. Brown. I started Pitts. Pittman. Yeah, Pittman was a rough start. I would go, honestly, I would go with Jerry Jeudy. Christian Kirk or Rashaad Penny. Oh boy. You know how much I want to say Rashaad Penny, but I'm gonna be responsible. I'm gonna say Christian Kirk. Aiyuk, Penny, or Devontae Freeman? Aiyuk. Jeff Wilson or Bateman? Rashad Bateman. I would go Jeff Wilson there. DK, Penny, or Wilson? DK. DJ, Moore, or Renfro? Not healing. I would go with Renfro. Jonathan Taylor for MVP if Colts make the playoffs. He won't get it, unfortunately. They're not. They never give it to a non-quarterback. They'll give it to a quarterback. Hey, what's up, Tyler? How you doing, man? Good. How you doing, Yuki? Hi, Tyler. Can you help me on which defense to play? We got Tennessee, Las Vegas, or Denver. Oh boy. Honestly, I'm probably gonna go with. Man, that's tough. I do like Tennessee's defense. It's for me, it's between Tennessee and Denver. Let me look this up real quick. I have Denver just a couple spots higher than Tennessee. I'm gonna go with Denver's defense this week. DJ Moore, Renfro. I would go with Renfro. Claypool, James Conner, Javonte Williams. Flex one, I would go Javonte Williams. Pick two, Fournette, Zeke, and Renfro. Fournette and Renfro. Pick three, we got Aiyuk, Mooney, Thielen, DK, or Devontae Smith. I would go with DK. Pick three, Aiyuk, and I would go with, I don't think Thielen's going to play. I obviously, if he plays, I would want to play him. If he doesn't play him, I would just go with Mooney. Terry or Odell, I would go with Odell. Actually, no, that game's tomorrow night as well. I would just go with Odell. Pick two. We got Renfro, Zeke. No, I already got that one. Mooney or Parker? Parker. Yo, James, welcome to the starter. Yo, James becoming a starter. That's what's up. And this feels like a great time for a quick little plug. So if you want your questions answered 100% of the time, sign up to be a member. It's as low as $2.99. All you got to do is type in !membership. !memberships to ensure you get your questions answered 100% of the time. It's low as $2.99. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel, come on over. Freeman, Edmonds, or Penny. You guys are really making me want to say Rashaad Penny. I would go, I'm going to go with Chase Edmonds, but I really do like Rashaad Penny there. But once again, with it being close, I'd rather just start guys that are going to be playing today. Like 1 o'clock game, just give me the guy that I know is playing for sure, where Rashaad Penny could get COVID. And then what are you going to do? So I'm just going to play Chase Edmonds. Do I start Van Jefferson or I'm on Ross St. Brown? Van Jefferson for me. I'm good, Tyler. Thanks for this week. Pick 2. We got pick 2 and 1 flex. Would you go CD, Godwin, or Lamb? Kittle, Fournette, Renfro. Ooh. That's a lot. So pick 2 and 1 flex. So is this 2 wide receivers? Is that what it is? So I would go with what is this? So Yuki, is this so pick 2 and 1 flex. Would you go CD, Godwin, or Lamb? Or CD, Godwin, or Lamb? Okay, so is this 2 for that part right there? So CD, Godwin, or Lamb? So is that 2? All right, so if that's 2, what I would do is, let me double check this. I would go with Godwin, CD, well, CD and Lamb. And then for 1 flex, you just need a flex. I would just go, I'm still going to roll with Fournette, though. Unless you want to go with George Kittle. He's hot. He is hot. But is that what you're asking? Yeah, 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. Okay, so I would go with CD and Godwin. And honestly, I would probably go Fournette, but it is really close between him and Kittle. I just always prefer running backs, just especially, ones that are on top tier offenses. It is a tougher matchup, so Kittle does have a great matchup, and he's been hot. So, man, it's tough. That's really close. All right, so let me get caught up here. Yo, what's up, Iron Never Lies? Hubbard, Barrios, or Penny? I would go with Penny. Amon-Ra St. Brown or Van Jefferson? Van Jefferson. Morton Boss, A-Rod or Hurts? I would go with A-Rod. And Pat or Dalton I would go with Dalton Schultz. Full point PPR. Actually, I'm gonna go with Freiermuth. I'm gonna go with Muth. Yo, Gronk or Connor in my flex. James Conner, baby. Let's get it. Kirk or Cooks? Brandon Cooks. Hey, Tyler. Yo, what's up? DJ Moore or Javonte? I would go Javonte. Mooney or Van Jefferson? Van Jefferson. Yeah, Tyler, you think Fournette will be able to play, though? Is he clear? I thought he was okay. He's expected to play. Is he? I thought he was expected to play. Let me double check. Might as well just look at this stuff over on Yahoo. It's like the only thing that it doesn't even say anything either. If you're nervous about it, I mean, I would just roll with. I think it's really close, so yeah, I would just go with Kittle then. I do think he's expected to play, though. Who wins this matchup, guys? Which team? Left or right? Which team do we like this week? Who wins this matchup? On screen, who wins this matchup? Odell or Cooper? I would go with Odell. Zeke or Gaskin? I'm still going with Zeke. DK or Amari? DK. Driving right now, might lose service and get kicked off stream. So if I don't make it back, good luck to everybody. And thank you, Tyler, like always. Hey, appreciate you, Clay, by hanging out, brother. Good luck to you this week as well. Kirk or Tua? Kirk Cousins? I would go with Kirk Cousins. Drew. We got Drew with a $5 donation. I don't trust Zeke. Any people you'd recommend I'd play over him? Not really. Like, give me some people that are on waivers right now, Drew. I'll look for your name. You don't have to donate again. I'll look your name. Left all day. You guys think so? That's my team. So let's hope. Let's hope. Come on, guys. I need a dub. I need to get in. Come on, baby. Tua Fields. Tua Fields or Hill? I would go with Hill. Hola, yo, Kirk or Taysom? Taysom. Thank you. You're welcome. Start Odell or Parker. You know, that one's really close. I would say Odell, but with it being Tuesday, anything could happen. I'm going with Parker. Guys, that got to be the right. Oh boy, you think they're right? I do think it's really close. I think it's close. I am nervous. I'm a little nervous. Because I wouldn't feel nervous, but I have frickin' DeAndre Swift and Elijah Mitchell. They're killing me. Killing me. I definitely would win for sure if I had both those guys playing. I might win the league if I had both those guys healthy. Is it safe for James Robinson to start with Urban out? Yeah, because you already had what's his name? Darrell Bevel came out and said that James Robinson is the starting running back, and we're going to use him as such. So I expect a big workload for James Robinson. They're not going to be cute with him. He's going to be James Robinson of last year. See probably like 20 touches this game. Love him. Full point PPR: Kirk, Dalton Schultz, Penny, or Javonte. Kirk, Penny. So this is flex. Okay, so I would go Javonte there, Robert. 2 players on Washington. They aren't winning. They have McLaurin and Gibson. St. Brown or David Johnson at flex? I would go St. Brown. Eagles or Dolphins defense? Honestly, I would go Dolphins defense. Dolphins defense has been playing really well as of late. Chase Edmonds, Craig Reynolds, Miles Sanders, and Penny are the top backs on waivers. I also have Gaskin on my bench. All right, so over Zeke, you're looking for one of those guys over Zeke. Let me see here. I mean, I guess I would go. If you want one of those guys, what I would do is Chase Edmonds would be my top one that I would want to play, followed by Myles Gaskin. Actually, it would probably be Myles Gaskin. No, I would go Myles Gaskin. Myles Gaskin, Chase Edmonds, then Rashaad Penny is what I would do. But I'm assuming you don't even trust Gaskin, so Chase Edmonds would be the next guy. But I would honestly go Gaskin just because they're playing the Jets. Jets are trash. Trash. And thank you once again for another $5 donation. Appreciate you, brother. And we got Emil Phillip with the $2 donation. Week 16 through 17, full point PPR. Amon-Ra St. Brown versus Pittman. I would go Pittman. I know Pittman wasn't good this game, but like for me, this was an easy sit. Pittman was an easy sit this week. This team was definitely going to win by running the football. And Pittman was not going to have a good game. It was a really tough matchup. Patriots have been really solid this year against wide receivers. So it was not going to be a good game for him, but I expect Pittman to bounce back. Javonte or Penny? I would go Javonte. I love Penny this week. Don't get me wrong. But I got to go with the guys that got us here. AJ Green or Amon-Ra St. Brown? AJ Green. I do like I like these pass catchers for Arizona as well today. Stafford or Taysom? Stafford. AJ Green or Devontae Smith? AJ Green. Hey man, you think Michael Carter or Marquise Brown? I would go with Michael Carter with some of these guys being out. Full point PPR: Javonte, Cooks, Aiyuk. Javonte. Rashaad Penny, flexworthy. I have him or AJ Green. Rashaad Penny is flexworthy, but the only thing with Rashaad Penny is, once again, if it's close with other guys that are playing today, I'd rather just go with him to ensure I get somebody that's playing. Terry McLaurin or Crowder? Terry McLaurin. For my flex, should I pick up Henderson, Van Jefferson, or Dearness Johnson? I would go with Darrell Henderson. Barkley or Amari Cooper? Barkley. Devontae Foreman or Miles Sanders? Foreman. And real quick, it is officially the switching hour where wins become losses. So make sure you get your questions in. And as we get into the switching hour, quick little plug real quick. If you haven't already, do me a big favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Really appreciate it. And if you're over on TikTok, make sure you hit that follow button. I'm going to probably end the TikTok live and reboot it. So get notified. Also, come on over to YouTube. Get your questions answered over here. There's only 20... Whoa. Oh, I need a drink of water. Only 20 people over on YouTube. There's over 40 people over there. So come on over, get your questions answered. Also, hit that follow button. I'm going to end it. All right. DJ Moore or Carter? DJ Moore. Kirk or Taysom? Taysom. Foreman or Barkley? Barkley. Cowboys or Cardinals defense? I would go with, boy. I got to look at my rankings. It has to be really close. Dallas is number 1. Arizona is number 2. So Dallas. I guess I would go Dallas. It's really close. Edmonds or Beasley? Need this one big time. I would go with Edmonds. And we got S101 with the $2 donation. You'll appreciate you. DJ Moore or Michael Carter? I know it's a really tough matchup, but I'm still going with DJ Moore. I do like Michael Carter, but once again, this is also a tough matchup because really the Miami's defense has been really, really good for like the past month now, month and a half. They've been really good. So I know Michael Carter's coming back and Michael Carter's been really solid, but I don't like that. I don't like the Jets. So I'm going with DJ Moore. Not that do I really like the Carolina Panthers either. But I like DJ Moore. Penny or Jeff Wilson and Jerry Jeudy or Bateman? Shepard or Bateman? I would go with I'm going with Rashaad Penny, baby. Rashaad Penny. Rashaad Penny. And I'm going with Jerry Jeudy, Iron. DK or AJ Green? DK. Pick 2. We got Aiyuk, Jeff Wilson, Penny, Kirk. Aiyuk and Penny. And we got a $5 donation. Yo, appreciate you, Julian. Happy Sunday, Teach. Hope Elliott doesn't screw us both. Enjoy the Steelers game. Let's go, Steelers. Let's go, Steelers. Yo, appreciate you, Julian. Thank you very much. Thank you for being a member as well. And you donated. What a real... let's get some W's in chat for Julian. Some W's in chat for Julian. And let's go, Steelers. What do the people think? Oh, man. 52% of people say the Steelers are going to lose today. Oh, no. Oh, no. Come on, people. They're going to win. 191 votes. That's a lot of votes, too. Oof. 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 Take the risk on Jefferson or play Edmonds. Which Jefferson? If it's Van Jefferson, I would go with Edmonds. Justin Jefferson, because they play tomorrow night, right? I like Penny this week. I do like Penny, but I do want to say definitely we'll see how it goes because he's been chronically injured throughout his career. I could easily once again see him getting hurt on the first possession. I would not be surprised if after the first possession he's standing over there with his helmet off on the sideline and you have them reporting it's a hamstring issue. I would not be surprised at all if that happens with Rashaad Penny. And also, this is a tougher matchup. It's not the Houston Texans, who Houston has already packed their bags. They're getting ready for next year. They're like, this year's been a complete, utter loss of a season. So they've packed their bags where you actually have the Rams who are fighting for playoff positioning. So it's close. Ruckus, morning brother. Kirk, Dylan, Osborne, Flex, PPR. I would go with, that's Christian Kirk. I would go with Christian Kirk there. Aaron Jones or OBJ? Aaron Jones. McLaurin or Rondell Moore? McLaurin. Gallup or Devontae Smith? Gallup. Tyler, what's up, brother? Yo, what's up? We got Flex 1, Beasley, Edmonds, or Osborne. Thank you as always. I would go with Edmonds. Javonte Williams or Hunter Renfrow? Javonte Williams. Actually, I would go with Hunter Renfrow. No, I'm not. I'm going with Javonte Williams. Pick 3. We got Chubb, Higgins, Jacobs, OBJ, Sony Michel, Thielen. Assuming he plays. I would go with Chubbs, Higgins. I would want to go with OBJ. I'd probably just play it safe and go Jacobs. I would go with OBJ though. I'm going with Chubb, Higgins, OBJ. Bill, I'm going with those guys. Osborne, Julio, or Thielen non-PPR. I'm going with. I really don't like any of those guys. Like, I would like Thielen if he plays, but you're not going to know if he plays with those other guys. You'll know with KJ Osborne, right? Yeah. So I would just play Osborne. I would like to play Thielen if he plays, and then if he doesn't, just put in Osborne. Green or Aiyuk. Thanks for answering. No problem. Mooney or Parker. Phillies D or San Francisco? I got to look this up real quick. Who do I have higher? I have No, Philly's one spot higher. My gosh. Philly, I would go with Philly. DJ Moore, AJ Green, DJ Moore. Why'd you say Javonte over DJ Moore? Just because DJ Moore has a tougher matchup with the Bills. And Javonte, we've seen both these guys coexist now. And I think both of them will continue to coexist. This is a team that wants to run the football. I expect another bigger workload for Javonte Williams, and the dude's just amazing. The dude's. As a Steelers fan, I love Najee. I think Najee's amazing too, but I honestly think Javonte Williams is probably the best running back in this draft class. You're gonna see it next year on full display. So make sure you draft him. James Conner or Bateman? James Conner. DJ Moore, AJ Green, DJ Moore. What Rams back do you start? I would start Henderson. Which defense? Actually, did I miss somebody's question? No, remember? No, I didn't. Which defense? Packers, Eagles, Niners. I gotta look it up real quick. Where is it at? I don't think what's his face playing. Like Lamar, right? I don't think he's officially been ruled out. I don't think he's gonna play though. I would go with Packers defense. What Rams back do you start? I would start Henderson. Tua or Taysom? Taysom. I would go with Taysom Hill. Ricky Seals-Jones or Aiyuk or Njoku, Ricky Seals. Tua or Taysom Hill, Taysom. And real quick, I'm gonna restart the live over on TikTok. Reboot this up. Reboot this bad boy up. 19 new people. Nice. All right, let's get it. And real quick, why Javonte over Hunter Renfrow? So that one's really close. Don't get me wrong. That one's extremely close. And, that's why I kind of was like Renfrow first. But for me, this is how I usually, whenever I do my rankings, I always do this. Like for me, I'm always playing running backs typically over wide receivers. It depends on the running back situation, that kind of stuff. But like me personally, when it's really close, I'll lean running backs just because you get the receiving upside with the running back as well, mixed in with the rushing. All right. So you get these guys who are definitely involved in both the rushing and the receiving. So it's just like for me, there's more possibility of points. And then also you have guys who are involved in the red zone where you have Javonte involved around the goal line. So for me, I just like it. And for this game in Cleveland, I expect it to just be a low scoring affair. So I'd rather I just always kind of lean running backs when it's close. I'm a running back kind of guy. I love running backs. Seals-Jones added to the injury report with illness but not COVID list. That's good. Do you think Sony Michel gets more of a split since he's been playing well? No, I think he might play a tiny bit, but honestly, I think they go right back to Henderson. Tyler, out of CD, Godwin and Debo. You said CD, Godwin, right? Wait, you have Debo? Godwin and Debo? Out of CD, Godwin, and Debo. You said CD, Godwin. No, I didn't know you had Debo. That's my bad. You said Debo? I would definitely go Debo. I would go with Debo, and I would go with Godwin. If it's out of those three, Yuki. I didn't see Debo there. I would go with Debo. I would go with Debo and Godwin is who I would go with. Dallas D gonna put up double-digit points. They're my number one defense this week. I think they should. They should. It would be disappointing if they have a bad week. I would say that. Claypool or T. Higgins? T. Higgins. Fan or Njoku? Fan. Tyler, I'm so sorry. I don't know if you said this. My phone. We got Van Jefferson, Jamison Crowder, KJ Osborne, Russell Gage, Devontae Smith. Sit one. Would you start Craig or Rashaad Penny over any of them? I would start Rashaad Penny over all of them. And then I would start Craig over. I would start him over Jamison Crowder. So like, so who I would sit? I would go with Rashaad Penny, Craig Reynolds. That's his name, right? I would go with Rashaad Penny, Craig Reynolds, Van Jefferson, and so how many do you need? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you need 4. So Craig Robinson or Craig Reynolds, Rashaad Penny, Van Jefferson, and Russell Gage. Or no, I would go with Devontae Smith over Russell Gage. Miami or Rams defense? Miami's defense, definitely. Gronk, Knox, Gesicki. I would go with Gronk. Connor or Brandon Cooks in the flex. James Conner. I'm in the playoffs. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Fantasy playoffs. The playoffs? Dak or Rodgers? I would go with Aaron Rodgers. Debo or Godwin? Debo. Connor or Brandon Cooks in the flex? I would go with Connor. Miami, I feel like I answered these like 5 times now. DJ Moore or AJ Green? DJ Moore. Jeff Wilson or Devontae Freeman? Jeff Wilson. Aiyuk or Higgins today? Higgins. Who to flex? Aiyuk, Penny, or Jeff Wilson? Aiyuk. And real quick, if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take over to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel. Let's get it, baby. Last question for me today. If Fournette does play, do I start him over Joe Mixon or Nick Chubb? I would start him over Mixon. I really like Nick Chubb today, so I wouldn't play him over Chubb, but I would start him over Joe Mixon personally. And it's really, really close. That like they're all three of them are top 10 backs for me. Which one where do I have Joe Mixon? Yeah, I would play him over Joe Mixon. He's 2 spots ahead of Joe Mixon, but it's really close, Yuki. For Tyranny with the $2 donation, we got quarterbacks Kirk, Tua, Russ. Let me see real quick. Who do I have higher? Kirk, Tua, Russ. I want to say Kirk. Yes, I would go with Kirk. Kirk and running backs Montgomery, Zeke, Aaron Jones, Carter. Is this so? How I would rank them? I would go with Montgomery, Jones, Zeke, Carter is how I'd rank them. So depending on how many you need, I don't know if you need like 2 or 3. I would go Montgomery, Jones, Zeke, Carter. And appreciate the $2 donation. Thank you very much. Miles Sanders, Penny, or St. Brown in the flex? I would go with Rashaad Penny. Let me make sure I got it. No, I missed that one too. Manuel with the $2 donation. We got Gerald Everett or Dalton Schultz. I would go Dalton Schultz. And appreciate the $2 donation. Thank you very much. Waller and Higbee out. Options are Njoku, Moreau, Everett, Komet, Uzama. Oh man. At that point, you're just hoping for a touchdown. I would go with Gerald Everett. It's just really you're just hoping somebody falls in the end zone. That's really what you're hoping for. Why are you not high on Godwin this week? I'm high on. I mean, he's a top 10 play for me this week. People are probably just asking like, people that I like a little bit more in the top 10. You're the greatest, Tyler. Thanks, Yuki. All right, thanks. Thank you, Yuki. You're the greatest. You're the greatest. Yuki, one of the OGs, and let's give a big shout out to Yuki real quick. So everybody, some W's in chat. Give me some W's in chat for Yuki. I think he is the longest. Him or Seclan are the longest tenuring. That's what you would say, right? Members? Manuel with another $2 donation. We got Fournette, Gordon, Jones, Henderson start 2. Okay, so I would go with out of those guys, I would go with Fournette and I would go with Aaron Jones. Fournette, Aaron Jones. Sup, my guy? Yo, what's up? I saw it, Carlos. I saw it. Is Devontae Freeman hate based on Steelers fandom? No, I think that that's Devontae Foreman. No, I think Devontae Foreman's a solid play this week. It just depends on who else you have. Like here's the thing with Devontae Foreman though. Last week, yeah, he was a solid play, but also if you look at it a little bit more, he actually was outsnapped by the other two, by Hillard and by McNichols. So like for me, like really this team should run the ball pretty well in Pittsburgh, as Pittsburgh's getting dominated on the ground right now. But kind of like how I talked about this game this past night, if it disappointed, like what if this game, to me, I do think the Steelers play well today. So maybe I'm a little biased. Also, Hunter Henry was available out of those guys. Oof. I definitely would have said Hunter Henry, but it's all good. It's all good. No worries. Jerry Jeudy or Lazard? Jerry Jeudy. Green or Aiyuk? Aiyuk. Emmons or Jerry Jeudy? Emmons. Playoff time. The playoffs. I keep saying that. Stop saying it, Tyler. Stop saying it. Nobody thinks it's funny. Van Jefferson, Kirk, DK, Hollywood, Osborne. I have Thielen on my bench, so I can put him in as Osborne. So pick 3. I would go with Kirk, DK, and Hollywood. I would go with those guys. I guess I would play Thielen over Hollywood, but I would rather play Hollywood over Osborne. But if you want to take the risk and play Thielen, if he ends up coming back this week, go for it. But I would play Hollywood. I dropped Jerry Jeudy in a 10-team league. I couldn't deal with him anymore. That's fair. I would pick him up. We got Zays with a $1 donation. Did you have a question as well? Let me go up and see if you had a question up here. I don't see a question, but go ahead and ask, and I'll be looking for it. I'll look for it, my guy. Pick 3. We got Chubb, Patterson, J-Rob, Rashaad Penny. I would go with Chubb, Patterson, J-Rob. Carlos. Yeah, time flies. I think it was almost 2 or 3 full seasons with you guys. This will be the second. So last year was the first time. So this will be the second year. So now next year will be the third. So let's get it. Time does fly. It's going by fast. Football's almost over. It's sad. Panthers kicker is out. Zane Gonzalez is out. So if anybody was playing the Panthers kicker, which hopefully you weren't today, but if you were, he's out. Thank you, Clay. I dropped Jerry Jeudy to stash defenses, so I didn't really need him. Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense, Ryan. Zane, right there. Okay, Renfro or Jacobs at flex. I would go with, or Zays. Zays? I would go with Renfro at flex. And then we got Noah. Noah, did you have a question as well? $2 donation. Appreciate you, Noah. Did you have a question? I'll look for it if you do. Go ahead and ask it. Oh, I see one right there. AJ Dillon or Craig Reynolds? I would go with AJ Dillon. AJ Dillon for me. And appreciate the $2 donation. Thank you very much. OBJ, ooh, voice cracked. Gosh, my throat. I need a lot of water today. My throat doesn't even hurt. I don't know what's going on. Manny, did you read? You sent me money? Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I did miss it. I thought I got that one. Yeah. Manny, so start 3, sit 1. Okay, so we got sit 1 of these guys. Holy cow. One of them? Oh my gosh. Debo, Lamb, Adams, Diggs. Wow. You guys said one of those guys? So I'm definitely not sitting Adams. I'm not sitting Debo. And it was what? Diggs and Lamb? All right, so this is how my rankings go. So I have Adams higher, Debo higher, and then I have Lamb at 8, Diggs at 9. So take it for what you want. I mean, right there is the toss-up. Personally, I would probably go Lamb, but it's really close. If you want to go with Diggs, totally go for it. It's incredibly close. So I'm just going to go with what my rankings have, and I have CD there. So if I have to sit one, I would sit Diggs, unfortunately. And sorry that I missed it. I don't know how I missed that one. OBJ or Aiyuk, I would go with OBJ. I would want to go with OBJ. I would go with OBJ. And let me make sure I didn't miss any more. The chat's just flying. A lot of people saying to sit Aaron Jones today on TikTok. A lot of the Walter Pitt guys. So would you sit Aaron Jones? Because no, I wouldn't sit him. I mean, he showed last week why you don't sit him. Sure, you could say if he doesn't score those touchdowns, he doesn't have that great of a game. But like that's the thing with this offense is that it's incredibly efficient, and Aaron Jones is efficient. Another week for him to get a little bit healthier. I think they're going to start to turn up his touches a little bit as he gets a little bit healthier. So I'm not sitting Aaron. I mean, who are you going to sit for him? Rashaad Penny? Would you feel comfortable sitting Aaron Jones for Rashaad Penny? Hell no. Hell no. Does Rashaad Penny have a better game? Certainly can. Am I going to risk my season on sitting a guy that I drafted probably in the first or second round, and he's basically been a stud all season long? He's starting to lose a little bit of touches because he's been hurt a little bit. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. For a guy that's chronically been injured, no way. I'm not doing that. Let's see. All right, I think I'm caught up. If there's anybody else that asked, that donated or something, let me know. Yeah, I wouldn't sit Aaron Jones unless I had a stud. Pick 3, Terry, OBJ, Aiyuk, J-Rob. I would go with OBJ, Aiyuk, J-Rob. Wilson or Penny? I would go with Penny there. Over Jeff Wilson? Yeah. Seals Jones or Conklin? Seals Jones. Gesicki or Knox? Knox. We got Alex with the $2 donation. Taysom Hill or Jimmy G? I would go with Taysom Hill. It's just the rushing upside with Taysom Hill is just way too good. Yes, Jimmy G has a great matchup against Atlanta. But I would just go with Taysom Hill just because that rushing upside. You missed me, Javonte Williams or Chase? I would go with Chase. Chase Edmonds? Yeah, Chase Edmonds. Or is that Jamar Chase or Chase Edmonds? If it's Chase Edmonds, I would go with Javonte. If it's Jamar Chase, I would go with Jamar Chase. Pick 2 unless you would flex one over CD. Aaron Jones, Zeke, Javonte, Henderson, Gaskin. I would go with pick 2. I would go with that's so close. I would flex CD. But I would go with, let me double check my rankings real quick. Aaron Jones, I know Aaron Jones, and then I want to say Henderson. Who was the other guys? Zeke, yeah, I'm going with Javonte. Javonte's really close too. Where's Javonte? He's right there. So I would go with Aaron Jones and who's the other one? I can't remember. Aaron Jones and dang it, who was the other one? I can't remember who the other one was. Henderson. Henderson was the other one. So Aaron Jones and Henderson. Browns, Broncos, or Bengals D? I would go with the Browns defense. Wilson or Jerry Jeudy? I'm going with Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy or St. Brown? Jerry Jeudy. Penny or Wilson? Penny. All right. And real quick, if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel. Come on over, get your questions answered. And if you're over on YouTube, do me a big favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you want your questions answered 100% of the time, consider signing up to be a member. Maybe you also appreciate, me answering questions, like hanging out, whatever the case may be. Consider signing up to be a member. It's low as $2.99. All you got to do is type in !membership. !membership to ensure you get your questions answered 100% of the time. Start Gesicki or Pat Freiermuth? Gesicki. Chase or Jeff Wilson? Chase Edmonds? Chase Edmonds. I mean, doesn't really matter which Chase. I would go Chase. Gage or Sanders? Which Sanders is that? Is it Miles Sanders? Miles Sanders. Ramondre Stevenson screwed me over. He was a bust. He was a bust. PPR, Edmonds or Connor? I'm still going with Connor. I think that James Conner honestly falls in the end zone like twice this game. Gage or Sanders? Once again, if it's Miles Sanders, Miles Sanders. Thoughts on James Conner? I'm playing him this week. It depends on who you have, but I think he's a really solid play. Osborne, Gallup, or Julio? Osborne, Gallup, or Julio? I would go with Gallup. Playing my girlfriend's dad in round 1 of the playoffs. He had Tyreek Hill. Oof. Tyreek had a real nice game. You can still win, though. Come on, Carlos. Landon with the $5 dono. We got Michael Carter, Rashaad Penny, Chase Edmonds, Miles Sanders, pick 2 full point PPR. I'm going with Chase Edmonds, Rashaad Penny, baby. Chase Edmonds and Rashaad Penny. Let's get it. Let's get it. I like both those guys, especially in full point PPR. I would go with Michael Carter, but it's just, I've talked about Michael Carter. I really like Michael Carter, the football player, and I really wish he would have gotten drafted by a different team than the Jets, because I think that Michael Carter is a really good football player, really good in real life football player. But the problem is he plays for the Jets. Miami's defense has been playing really, really well as of late. Do we think that's going to continue this week against the New York Jets? I think so. So I just don't envision the Jets scoring a whole lot of points. We've already seen it with Zach Wilson. He doesn't throw the ball to the running back as much as the other quarterbacks have. So for me, I'm going to go with the other guys. CD or Gibson? CD for me. And once again, appreciate the $5 dono from Landon. And let's give Landon some love in chat. W's in chat for Landon. He always comes in here. He's always sending donations. Appreciate Landon. Appreciate you. And I do want to say this real quick. I want to say this to everybody because I said it on Thursday night, but I also want to say it tonight as well. With the season winding down, getting close here to being over, for all those people that maybe once the season's over, you check out for football until basically July. It's been real. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me on the channel, coming to me for advice. Maybe one week I don't get it right, the next week, coming back to me, trusting in the process. So I want to say thank you to everybody out there. Thank you to you guys for hanging out, being a part of the Aspire Sports team. There will be more content throughout the off season here. Once we get to the off season, there will be more content as we lead into next season, getting prepared for next season. So thank you to everybody for hanging out this year. It's been real. Jackson Warren with the, let me double check. Let me go up real quick. With the $5 donation. Appreciate you, Jackson. So we got Aiyuk, Knox, or Penny at the flex. Boy. I'm not sitting Dawson Knox. He's another player that I'm not sitting him. I'm starting him up every single week. So if you got to put him at your flex, I put him as my flex player. Fire up Dawson Knox. I really like all those guys this week. I think that they're all really solid plays, but I'm going to go with Dawson Knox. DJ Moore, Foreman, Montgomery, pick 2. I would go with Mixon and Montgomery. DJ Moore, Michael Carter, Cole Beasley, pick 2. DJ Moore, Michael Carter. OBJ, AJ Dillon, or Aiyuk, non-PPR. OBJ, Aiyuk. Zeke or Javonte Williams? I would go Javonte Williams. Knox or Kittle? I'm going with Kittle there. I'm still going with Kittle. Mixon or Gibson? I would go with Mixon. It's really close between both those guys, but I'm going to give the slight edge to Mixon. DJ Moore or Van Jefferson? DJ Moore. Gage, Claypool, or Osborne? Claypool. DJ Moore, Michael Carter. I already got that one. Hey man, Michael Carter, Russell Gage, KJ Osborne, or AJ Green at the flex. I'm going with Michael Carter. It's really close between him and AJ Green though. Ertz or Muth? I gotta double check. Who do I have higher? I want to say Muth. I have Muth one spot higher. some Muth. Superflex, Bridgewater or Edmonds, and have Connor. I would go with Bridgewater. And Superflex, like, I'll always pick a quarterback. I don't even care who it is. I'm typically, unless it's like, you know, Zach Wilson or CMC, you know, something like that. But 90% of the time, I'm going to pick a quarterback and flex. Higgins or Zeke or Carter, full point PPR. I would go with Higgins. Renfro or Foreman? Renfro. Sony Michelle or Henderson? Henderson. Thanks, brother. Needed to hear it. Happy Sunday and good luck. Good luck to you as well. Good luck to everybody out there. Let's get the W, people. Let's get that W. And real quick, once again, quick little plug. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. Get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile. Go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. And once again, you want your questions answered 100% of the time, consider signing up to be a member. Type in !membership to sign up to be a member. To get your questions answered 100% of the time. Two-word Taysom Hill at the quarterback, and Kirk or Parker. I would go with Parker and Taysom Hill. Good afternoon. Would you go Miles Sanders or Devontae Freeman? Miles Sanders, baby. Give me Miles Sanders. Cooks, Parker, Aiyuk, pick two. I would go with Cooks, and I might have Parker higher, honestly. Gotta double check this. Where is Parker? Devontae Parker. I have Brandon Aiyuk higher. I have Brandon Aiyuk. All right, Brandon Aiyuk. Man, I really love Parker this week, though. I love Parker. I love me some Devontae Parker this week. Dalton Schultz or Njoku? Dalton Schultz. Jerry Jeudy or St. Brown? Jeudy. Knox or Schultz? Knox. It's the switching hour, baby. It's the switching hour, guys. Switching hour. The switching hour. Where wins become losses. Make sure you get those right people in your lineups. Let's get it. Would you keep Kareem Hunt in a 16-team league? I would, yeah. I personally would. It's just that's too many teams. So your bench probably looking a little iffy here. The depth's not looking too good, I'm sure. Gerald Henderson or James Robinson? J-Rob. Gaskin or Devontae Freeman? I would go Gaskin. Gallup, Gage, or Osborne? Give me Gallup. Lazard or Odell? Odell. Bateman, Lazard, or Marvin Jones? Yo, give me Marvin Jones, baby. Ertz or Knox? Knox. DJ Moore, Russell Gage, DJ Moore. Cook, Kamara, and Connor. Sit one. I'm sitting Connor. Oh, those guys. Landy. Foreman, Herbert, Carter, Edmonds, pick two. I would go with Edmonds and Carter. All right, Edmonds and Foreman. Do you want me to get Donato's? Sure. I'll take Donato's, Kirsty. Peoples Jones or Bateman? Peoples Jones. No, I'm sorry. I'm going Rashaad Bateman. Rashaad Bateman. Cook or Parker? Cooks or Parker? I would go with Brandon Cooks. Gallup or Tony Pollard? Gallup. Gesicki or Knox? Knox. Gordon or Jacobs? I have Gordon. Aiyuk or Gallup? Aiyuk. Aiyuk. Is that how you say his name? Aiyuk? Because I was listening to a San Francisco podcast the other day because I was trying to gauge how the matchup was going to look for Cincinnati Bengals and Jamar Chase. So I was listening to them and they were saying Aiyuk instead of Aiyuk. So is that Aiyuk? Is that how you say his name? I always thought it was Aiyuk. James Robinson or Antonio Gibson? James Robinson. I'm starting to get higher on James Robinson. Yo, becoming a starter, Mendoza. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna try unless I just call you G. My G. I'll completely butcher your first name. I'm sorry, Lupe. Could call you Lupe, but I'll butcher your name. I'm sorry, my guy. But becoming a member, let's get it, baby. W's in chat. for G or Lupe or Mendoza. Not sure what you want me to call you. You tell me. And I just know that I'm going to butcher your first name if I try to say it. I'm sorry. I am terrible when it comes to pronunciation and speech. That's why I always had to go to the trailer. Always had to go to the trailer in grade school. Always had to go and work on my speech. Come on, Tyler. I'm gonna pull you out. We're gonna take you to the trailer. We're gonna practice. Josh Allen or Taysom Hill? Josh Allen. Josh Allen, Josh Allen. Always Josh Allen. Never. Diggs or Chase? Stephon Diggs? I would go Stephon Diggs. Obviously Stephon Diggs. I want to say Chase. Jamar Chase? I'm assuming Jamar Chase. I mean, it's really close. I love Jamar Chase this week too. All good, my guy. My teacher's butcher it. You can call me Guad or Lupe. Is it okay? Can I call you Lupe? Is that cool? Call you Lupe. Is that how you say it, right? Lupe, right? Even that, I'm not totally sure. But appreciate you, brother. Robinson or Penny? Robinson. Gronk or Andrews? Gronk. Gronk. Guadalupe. Easy. There we go. Coming in with the... Now that's easy when I see it like that. Now when I see it all bunched up, I'm like, oof. Oof. Guadalupe, is that how you say it? We got Joe coming in clutch. Tyler, are you sure nothing happened in those trailers? No, nothing ever happened. It was just always, hey Tyler, come on, you got to read this book. Come on, Tyler, you got to practice on your speech. Your speech isn't very good. You got to practice your spelling. My biggest problem was spelling. I was terrible at spelling. It's also because at a young age, I was always just sitting in my class dreaming of football. I always loved football. I was just sitting in my class, zoning out, never paying attention because I love sports. I was just always thinking of them. 24/7, always on my mind. Could never focus. Just always on my mind. Julio Jones or AJ Green? AJ Green. Cooks, Kirk, Penny, or Jeff Wilson? Is that Brandon Cooks? I would go Brandon Cooks. Guadalupe. Ooh, I think that sounds right. How do you feel about Pollard this week? I'm not crazy about him, to be honest with you. Not crazy about him. AJ Green or Julio Jones? AJ Green. Knox or Pitts? Definitely Knox. J-Rob or Craig Reynolds? J-Rob. Is your team on the left or the right in the background? My team's on the left. This is my team right here. What do we think? Team on the left or team on the right? Who are we going with? Let's see. What team does everybody like? Left team or right team? How we feeling? Nick Chubb or James Conner? Nick Chubb. Pitts or Knox? Knox. Devontae Smith or St. Brown? And yep, that's perfect for pronunciation. All right, let's get it. Guadalupe. Devontae Parker. That's also kind of fun to say, I won't lie. Guadalupe. That's a nice name. I like that name. Devontae Smith or St. Brown? I would go with Devontae Smith. Taysom, Hill, or Cousins? I would go with Taysom. Just the rushing upside. Just too nice. Too nice. Left team, you think the left team's going to win? Let's hope so. I sure hope so. I'm a little nervous, I won't lie. I like his running back. I like Gibson and I like Nick Chubb. Really solid. Yo, William Griffith with the $10 donation. Yo, my guy. Appreciate it, my guy. Save that money for Christmas. Buy your wife or girlfriend some nice presents. You don't need to spend it on me, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate the donation. And once again, go Steelers. Yo, William, I was actually going to say this. Do you know where Northeast is? Let me know if you know where Northeast is in PA. Thoughts on Muth this week? I mean, I like Muth. Just a really solid, like for a tight end play, like tight end's so like hit or miss. So he's definitely a top 10 guy for me this week. Like He can score any single week. Is getting, I believe he's seeing the most. He has the most touchdowns at the tight end position for rookies or something like that. I don't remember what the stat was. Left team smacks right team. I hope so. I hope so. Hi, Tyler. Yo, what's up, Jessica? Mixon, Williams, if he plays, Elliott, Sony Michel. Pick 2. I would go with Mixon, and that's Javonte Williams. I'm assuming Javonte Williams play. What time is that game? Is that game at 4 o'clock? I haven't heard anything. Last I saw, I thought he was expected to play. Yeah, he's expected to play. I saw both of them. Yeah, I would go Javonte Williams, and I would go, like, here's the thing with with Zeke, he's not healthy. And then you also have Tony Pollard come back this week. I really don't like it a whole lot. So I'm going with Williams and Mixon. No problem. Yes, that's actually where I grew up, Northeast PA. So I'm sure that's really close to wherever you live because you're from New York. So Northeast, that's literally right on the border. So like I could, like 2-minute drive, I was in the state of New York. So that's where I grew up. Kittle and Cup, I'm going with your team for the win. Let's go, baby. My team would look really good if I had, I mean, I definitely would win if I had freaking DeAndre Swift and Elijah Mitchell playing this week. I would feel really good about my team this week. But with those guys out, I'm just like, I'm hoping. If I had both those guys, I could sit Brandon Cooks. Even I would sit Brandon Aiyuk. My team would be golden. Morton Tyler, I bench Hunter Renfrow or Hunter Henry last night. Need help. Dallas Goedert or Muth? I would go with Dallas Goedert. It's okay. I would have benched Hunter Henry as well. I mean, he just scores 2 touchdowns. Not much you can do there. 1 p.m. Yeah, so I would go with I'm pretty sure he's playing, Jessica. Javonte is, so I would go with him. Where am I at? I'm so far behind. Joe Mixon, Elliott, if he plays. So Mixon, yeah, Jessica. So I would go with Mixon and Williams. Patterson or Gibson, I would go with Gibson. Landon with the $2 donation. Kyle Pitts or Dalton Schultz this week? I'm going with Dalton Schultz. I just can't keep playing Pitts. I'm going with Dalton Schultz. Hey, there we go. We got the spam back in chat. Yes, exactly. Thank you. You're welcome. No problem. Playing against CD and Cooper, would you go Dak or Taysom Hill? I would still go Dak. It is close though. I do like Taysom Hill this week. I would still go Dak though. Yo, brother. We got pick 2 for me. We got Devontae Parker, Osborne, Judy, or David Johnson. Pick 2, I would go Devontae Parker and Jerry Judy. Steven. Yes, my kids take horseback riding lessons in Northeast. Oh, really? Where at? The what's that place called? Is it like something Horizon or something like that? New Horizons or something? Is that the place? I used to work there when I was in college, shoveling horse shit. Oh man, that was a great time. It was a great time. But I will say, horses are awesome animals. Horses are awesome. I never really was ever close to a horse in my life prior to that. And it was a really cool experience. They're also freaking massive. Dylan, last night I went on a horse carriage ride for like Christmas. Me and my family went, and they had like these big like Budweiser horses. My gosh, those horses were massive that were pulling the carriage. Massive. Like one of them weighed 2,490 pounds. Like, oh my gosh, that is huge. It's huge. Dylan Bennett with the $2 donation. We got is that Jeff Wilson Jr.? Is that who that is? Jeff Wilson Jr., Miles Sanders, Penny, full point PPR. Only one. I'm going with Rashaad Penny. Rashaad Penny. We got Jessica, Brandon Cooks, T. Higgins, McLaurin. Pick 2, please. I would go with Brandon Cooks and T. Higgins. Brandon Cooks and T. Higgins. Bold prediction for the day. Texans, Jags have 8 total turnovers. Nobody should watch in the battle for the number 2 draft spot. I will say, I do think Jacksonville is going to come out motivated. I think Jacksonville wins this game. And I think with the firing of Urban Myers, this team now has like this weight lifted from the shoulders. And they're like, yeah, let's go out there and let's win. Yes, I knew it. That's awesome. William, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy that we know so much. I used to work at that place. Judy was her name. I believe she owns it. They had a lot of horses. It was a nice place to work. I mean, it was cool to work with horses too. Choose 2 for wide receiver. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Claypool, Bateman, or Mooney. I would go with Claypool, and I would go with Mooney. And the Jags end up winning. Yes, I think the Jags win. Who wins my playoff matchup? Mahomes, D. Smith, Osborne, Taylor, Fournette, Pitts, Jerry Jeudy, Edmonds versus Stafford, Jefferson, Kirk, Kamara, Pollard, Gronk, Mike Williams, Claypool. Man, I think it's going to be pretty close. I like the first team's running backs, though. But the other team's running, like, they have Kamara and Jefferson. I think the first team's going to win, but it's going to be pretty close. I think it'll be close. Guadalupe. Start Fournette or Connor. Do you think Fournette will play? I do think Fournette will play. I would start Fournette. But if you're a little bit worried about it, I do think that James Conner is a really solid play this week as well, Jessica. So if you want to play it safe, if you want to be more conservative with it, I think that James Conner is a really good play as well. Earth or Moots? Or Muth? I have Muth 1 spot higher than Ertz. Would you rather fight the 200-pound horse or fight... I would rather... Honestly, I'd rather go with Arnold. He'd kill me, but I wouldn't want to fight a horse because a horse is just... Dude, that would just whip me around like a little... I mean, so would Dan or Aaron Darnold. Jeez. Sam Arnold? Dan Arnold? Spit it out, Tyler. That's why I took speech class. But he would just whip me around. You're the best. Thank you. No, you're the best. Thank you. Is it bad to move Murray, Edmonds, and Kirk starting? No, definitely not. If you're like, because like the whole idea of stacking is that if you think a quarterback's going to do well, most likely with the quarterback, the receivers are going to do well. So absolutely, it's fine with stacking. Here's my team. We got Allen, Chubb, Patterson, Muth, Aiyuk, OBJ, J-Rob, Folk, Browns. My bench is Terry, Rashaad Penny, Cooper. How's it looking? I think it's looking good. I like Allen, Chubb, Patterson this week as well. I really like J-Rob this week, Carlos. I think your team's looking really solid. OBJ or Kirk, no Cousins. I would still go with OBJ. It is close. I really do like Kirk this week, though. I like Kirk and AJ Green. Stevenson and Mike Williams points equal to smashing my toes on the... That's funny. Biggie Mo. Always good for a laugh. Got some good ones. Terry, Julio, OBJ, or Cooks. Brandon, I would go with Brandon Cooks. What makes you say Zeke isn't healthy? Well, I mean, looking back at him on this past week, was still limping around out there, has the knee brace. The week prior was that Thursday night game against the New Orleans Saints, was nowhere near healthy, limping around on one leg out there. The dude just is nowhere near healthy right now. I think it's his knee. I think that's what's wrong. I think it's his knee that he got. I don't know if it's like a bone bruise or what's going on with the knee exactly. I don't even know. But yeah, like that. He's just nowhere near 100%. Nowhere near. If you just watch him on film, he's limping around out there. Like, he's already starting to lose a little bit of explosiveness, like if you look at last year. But right now, it's like totally gone just because he's not healthy at all. You know where Jamestown is? I do know where Jamestown is, yes. What about Finley Lake? Go to Finley Lake a lot. My wife wanted me to ask about that. Lamar is out. Lamar Jackson is officially out, people. Lamar Jackson is officially out. Hurts, A-Rod, or Hill? I would just go with A-Rod. James Conner, Aaron Jones, standard. I would go with James Conner in standard. Gaskin, Penny, or Hubbard? Gaskin. Steelers are going down. They're going downtown? No way. Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. Hey, let's go. Zeke definitely not at 100%. No, definitely not. Renfro or Parker? Renfro. Knox or Pitts? Knox. Cooks or Henderson at flex? Hendo. Pick 2, Saquon, Gallup, Jerry Jeudy, AJ Green. I would go with Saquon, Jerry Jeudy. Taysom Hill or Tua? Taysom Hill. I'm going up against Jonathan Taylor and Travis Kelce. Oh, oof. Oof. That's 2 oofs. Man, that's rough. Hey, you're never out. You're never out, Big Mo. You got this. You got. Although, did you say that you also have Mike Williams and who else? I forget who the other person was. Was it Stevenson? Not looking good, but you're never out of it. Renfro or Parker? Renfro. Start Henderson, Mitchell, Zeke, or Saquon. One of them, I would go with Henderson. OBJ or Kirk? I would go with OBJ. D. Smith or Parker? Parker. Michael Carter, Sony, DJ Moore. DJ Moore. Jalen Hurts or Taysom Hill? Jalen Hurts. Should I start someone like Craig Reynolds instead of Zeke? See, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. I like somebody like even like Rashaad Penny. I wouldn't do that. I would just fire up Zeke. Now, if you want to get ballsy, it's your team. You want to, you're like, man, Zeke is just not healthy. I'm not playing him. You do you. But I would just rather lose with Zeke than, not play him. And he's probably not going to have a big yardage day, but he could fall in the end zone twice. It's just what it is. Hopefully my kicker gives me 30. You never know. I remember in the playoffs one year, Greg Zerline got me 29 points that year. I'll never forget that. I won my fantasy matchup. He got me 29 points. So it's definitely possible. Stuff like that is always possible. How are we feeling about Julio today? Burned me last week. I'm not feeling him today at all. I think this game, the Titans game, is going to be a low-scoring affair. Just a defensive slugfest. It's going to be like 14-10. Probably like 14-13 is the final score. It's going to be ugly. I got Aaron Jones, Eckler, Murray, CD, Beasley, Edmonds, Kirk, Muth versus Allen, Barkley, Kittle, James Conner. Ooh, that's going to be... I think that you should win. It's going to be close, though. I think that's going to be a solid game. But I'll be upstairs. Okay, I'll be upstairs. Okay. Hopefully my kicker... yeah, me too. We go to peak. Oh, you go to peak and peak too? Nice. There we go. Maybe I'll see you there sometime. Maybe be like, hey, yo, Tyler. I'll be like, yo, William, what's up, my guy? All right, I got a couple more minutes here, then I gotta hop off. My kids are getting rowdy. My wife is out shopping. Big surprise. Way to go, Kirsty. If you're watching the stream. No, but so I gotta go in here. So I'm going to go right now. Steelers going to come on. Got to go get mentally prepared for this game, whether it's a win or loss. Riding Big Ben, baby. Let's go, big old Benny boy. Come on, Big Ben. So, appreciate everybody hanging out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate you guys. Have a good day today. And remember, if you lose today, if you're going to be knocked out of the fantasy playoffs, it sucks. But there's always next year. Always next year. We're going to kill it next year. You're going to do better next year. Good luck to everybody in your fantasy football matchups. Have a good day. Peace out, people. Peace.